just trying to cap things out. So in that sense, I think this project, in fact, it's more of difficult than the project you have. Another thing is that, let me just give you this one real quick. Another thing is that those projects, those 3 projects, we have existing projects doing that same thing. So it's a thing that you can quickly adapt to with some of the projects and then add a little bit features of yours. Or maybe the feature that we added are not there before. But I believe it's something you can quickly work on. So for today, we want to start the Hifi, and I believe some of you will have started it, if not all, some. Or am I just assuming or imagining something that is not real? Or someone should just play me that popular song that we used to sing, Imagination. Some of you will have finished the low file, I guess. Well, let me just quickly share my screen now, and then we start what we have for today's class. Remember last class, we talked about design system and then principles of design. So today we will be dealing with our design system, but let me just give you this. To start your own design system from scratch is a lot of work. The 2 things that takes time in UX or UXD, let me say that, covering UI and UX, UXD, is that the 2 things that takes time is brainstorming session. Yeah, brainstorming session of a product that doesn't really exist before takes time. And the second one also is the design system. But thanks to various front-end frameworks that we have, like Tailwind, like Ant, like Material UI, and the likes, Material by Google, those guys has been very, very awesome. They've given access to a lot of designers with design systems. So in this class, I won't want us to start from scratch creating our own design system. I'm going to be showing you some of the way you can quickly get your own design system. I'm not going to be using very difficult one. I'm going to start from the beginning. So what is design system? According to what we have the last class, is a structure that we put in together that contains a style guide and some components. So style guides are some of the pre-built designs. Looking at it from the standpoint of our lo-fi, we know that we will need some types of fonts. So starting from the splash screen, we need a logo. We don't have a graphic designer. I don't know if we have, but looking at it again, we will need this kind of text here. That is heading text or subheading text. Subheading text here too, subheading text here too. So we can literally just have a single style that we can be using for this particular phase of the design. So subheading text or heading text here also, we have a paragraph text here, or body text, anyhow we want to call it, anyhow it feels, anyhow it suits you, we can have that. So in that case, I will just quickly introduce you to what we call Material UI. This is Material UI here. Oh, sorry, material.io. Let me just quickly share the link with you guys so that you can get it. So this is material.io. Here we can create a simple style guide from this website. I guess some of you might have come across this before, but this is a very cool, simple, easygoing website. So Richard, you can please turn off your camera. Yeah. So we have typography. That is the first thing we want to talk about. We have a lot of style guides that we can work with here. I guess you guys can see. So when I come down here, I see typography, and then I can Scroll down. This is the overview. If you like, you can start reading. You can start reading and reading and reading. You can see this is a standard way. You see, if you're designing for Flutter, I guess you know Flutter is built by Google and the like. So Flutter, Android, you can see we have design kit and the likes. Though we'll be dealing with the design kit at the end of the day, I just want to show you some things. So we can come down to fonts. You can select the kind of font you want so that you're going to be able to work with various things. Okay, you can say scale, scale and tokens. Check the displays, how it looks like, heading, titles, body, and the likes. Then applying all this. So now from that, I will just quickly move on because I don't want somebody to tell me time up today. So we can also have components. All these things we are going to see in our design system, fully prepared to us by Material UI. So I can come down to the component also. I can see various things that I can work with that are already made. So coming down here, I can see cards. So when I click on card, you can see how card looks like. So quickly, I can pick this and then use it in my Hifi. When I want button, I need button, all buttons. This is how buttons look like. I guess you guys can see. So real quick, I'm going to come down to my Figma, or if you want to get the design system, go back to the home, get started, click on get started, and then you click on design. When you click on design, you are going to come down to styles and customization. You are going to see adaptive layout, and then you're going to see Figma design kit. So this is what we are going to be using today. So styles and customization also is good. Yeah, it's good. You can customize your colors, typographies, and just like what I've explained from the onset. But I can come down to the get started, design, and then get the Figma design kit. So I won't be opening this now. I think I already have it on my Figma here. Yeah, this is it here. So I'm launching it directly from my Figma application so that you guys can have full, you can see it, how it looks like. And I am very sure that if not all, some of you will have in one way or the other hear about the conference that Figma holds last week, and it's called Config. So it includes a lot of updates on Figma. So I won't be explaining much, but I will try to use a little bit. Yes, I tried my best to follow along with the conference, and I understand like 90% of what the update is all about. Thanks to Figma, because from the onset, they asked, how many of you are product designer and also a developer here? Like 80% of people present in that particular conference raised hand. And then it is part of their research. They did research and they discovered that most of the designers are also developers. So they use that to favor the developers again. So on Figma now we have the dev mode. Well, to me, that is what sweets me the most. But to the strict designers, it is, some of them said it is the advanced prototyping auto layout that suits them, that makes them happy the most. But for me, because I toggle between both, so I say dev mode is sweeter, because on that dev mode we also have, there is a plugin on VS Code now that we can easily install, and then it allows us to access some of the inspect components and the likes on Figma. So there is Figma for VS Code. I will be talking more on all those things because that is not the class. Maybe after the bootcamp we can just have hangouts while I'll be explaining all these things to you to enhance your productivity. What is wrong with this one? Why is it taking ages to load? Okay, let me just quickly say, open with Figma in my browser. Maybe it's going to load faster. I don't know. And it's loading faster here. Why is it now taking ages on Figma app? Still spinning here. Only God knows why. Okay, but it's here. We can also fill it up here. Now, still loading. I guess I used to use this more often, but I use tailwind material. Ah, okay. Let's this page first, then reload. So something is wrong somewhere. I don't know. Maybe that is why this guy also is spinning. So let's wait a bit. I guess the waiting is worth it, because if we start creating our own design system, it will take much. In fact, we can spend 2 hours working on it. Yeah, because we need to check our lo-fi and then start looking at it one after the other. I guess it's my network. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so we need to check all these guys one after the other, and then find a proper component style guide that we are going to be using for them. But I wish this thing opens in a Figma app, so that I won't be disturbing myself going to the browser, coming back here, and the likes. Okay, it opens on my browser. Let's start. I don't have time. I want to make sure we stick to time. So coming down to my Hifi, I literally did not need the style guide designed here again. Yes, because on the norms, I'm supposed to create a new, or maybe we should say design system. So this should be our design system page. Let me just move it up. After lo-fi, we are creating a design system, and then I will grab some things here. So this is the introduction. If you are chanced, you can come down here and read, or better, I'll copy this link and paste it for you guys, so that you won't take the stress of going to material.io. You can just easily land on figma.com, and then you get your material.io. So coming down here, I got the styles. Now look at it. Okay, let me just quickly come down here and show you how to create a style. How can you create a style? On a norms, before we move down there, so that when you see it, it won't be like, it's not going to be looking like a magic to you. Let's omit these variables. Now, remember that I told you you can change the canvas color of this your Figma. That is what I used here. And when I'm not clicking on anything, I'm supposed to be seeing the styles that I've created for this project. In that sense, how can I create a style? Let me just quickly create a frame here. I don't need a preset frame. And then if I want to create a heading style, I will come down here, click on text. I can say heading, type heading 1. So let me come from the standpoint of a front-end designers. In HTML, there are 6 types of heading. So we have, we have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. So let me rename this as heading 2. I just want to do something real quick. Let me rename this as heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, and then heading 6. So remember, heading 1 is the biggest. Let's call that one 48, or let's say 40. Heading 2, let's say 36. Heading 3, let's say 32. I'm just giving you scenarios. And then 24 is cool. Heading 5, 20, and heading 6, let's say 15. So with this now, we have various headings. So how can I make it a style? And what are the purposes of using a style? So I can just come down here and then say, click on it, and on this quadruple style icon here, I will click on it. Or before then, let me just do everything I want to do. Give it a nice format that I want. So one of the beauty of Figma now is that when you hover on any font now, you can see how it looks like, not like before. So if you update your Figma application, you can get that. So we have all this now. I can easily search for fonts. Again, let me just say Rubik or Rubik. Yeah, I love that too. For start, so this is how Rubik looks like. So I can just click on everything, highlight everything, and then sorry, I can change it to Rubik. So now heading 1 to heading 6. This is heading 1. How can I turn it to a style? So click on this quadruple icon here, and then I will click on the plus icon. I don't have any library. I'm not the owner of this. Currently, I'm the owner, but I'm not using it on this project. So I need to create the style for this project. So I'll click on this plus icon. After that, when I click on it, it means I want to create a style. Then I will call it heading 1. Remember, heading 1. Then I can click on create style here. When I create style and then I click out, that means I'm not clicking on any object. I will see heading 1 here, the name. And then to show you that it's a text style, this is it here, text style. So I will do the same very fast for heading 2. I will come down here and then click on plus, say heading 2. So I create style. Now when I click out, not clicking on anything, I'm going to say it, and it's showing me that it is 360. Same thing I can do for heading 6. If I have body text, I can say body, or I call it paragraph text. I can call it any name comfortable to me. So that is how you can easily create your text style. Then there is another one called colors. How can you create color style? For you to create color style, you need to paint something first. There is Chroma. There is a plugin on Figma called Chroma that I use, but we won't be going there because I will show you a very simple way, and then we get that. Okay, just I don't want to waste time. 10:40. I want to leave this level and then go straight to where we are going. Then we click on this, select the color you want. Let me just quickly pick up a color real quick. And then why using blue? I don't know. Then let me make this a little bit lighter. I'm just creating 2 color styles now. So, and then maybe I'm going to call this primary color, and then this will be my secondary color. Let's assume that this will be my secondary color. Or let me use something closer to orange. So let's assume that this will be my secondary color, big A's, and then I want it lighter. Yeah. So this will be my secondary color. How can I convert this to a style so that I will be able to reuse them? So click on it. Still the same way. You see this quadruple icon, click on it, and then click on plus at the top here. All these styles are, you can see Adewale's David Stain colors. These are the colors that I've been using all this while, but it's not primarily for this project. I want to create a color for this project. So I don't have colors for this project. I can say local or this thing. So when I click on this plus, I can call it primary dark color. Anyhow, and then I create style. So when I create that, when I click out, you can see color style, and I have it here. So I can use that the same way to create the primary light color, and then I create style. So this is the primary light color. It's also here, and then here I can click on this, click on the plus, and say secondary dark color. Create style. Same thing happens here, real quick, and then secondary light color, great style. Boom. So here now, I have all these colors, the 4 colors. So let's assume now that I want to apply it on this lo-fi. Assume I want to apply um, one particular color on this lo-fi. I just want to use it as example. And then I will scroll down here, and then where I have this color here, you can see the black. Black is the primary, is the normal color here. And then this is the selection color here. I can click on this same quadruple icon here. And then if I want to give it primary color, I click on this primary color, bam, and then it changes to the color. So if I want to change the color of this chevron up icon, I can just click on this quadruple again and change it to secondary dark color. That is how. And then if maybe on the long run, the product owner said, oh, I don't like this blue color, I want you to change it. So I will just come down here, click on anything. Don't click on anything. You see this primary dark color. Click on this settings icon, click on it, and then you will see this colors here, property color here. Click on it and then select the preferred color from the product owner. Let's assume the product owner say, okay, I want it to be a shade of I don't want to be using wrong colors actually. So I can just come down here and then select this color, and then boom. So you can see the color I'm using now. I can also do the same thing for this guy. Click on the settings, select here, click here, and then sorry, click here, and then pick the lighter version. So now that I've changed this, automatically under my lo-fi, anywhere I use that blue will change automatically. That is one of the beauty of using this color style guides. So with that, I have explained that you can also have almost everything on the design panel as a style guide. For example, you can use a layout. You can have your layout. You can have your shadow. Okay, let me quickly show you how to do shadow, layout. Oh, sorry, I'm on design system. Okay, so we are using iPhone 13 mini. Yeah, 13 mini. I created this, and then I can have this layout here, layout grid. When I click on it, I see some grid. Let me zoom up so that you guys will see. I'm seeing some grid layouts here. So with that, I can select this grid. I don't want the grid. I want it to be a column. So, and then I won't be explaining deep on screen size, screen columns. So I will just click on 12. Let's assume every screen is built with 12, and then yeah, it's okay like this. Gutter is too much. Let me just add a 5. Yeah, and then stretch. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Let me tell you why most of the times people use 12. The screen of every devices is divided into 12. Take it as that. So if you want to have any design, you can have it. If you want to have any object on the screen, you can have them as a factor of 12. So if you are seeing some designs that has, for example, 1, 2, 2, and 3, and then they are equal sizes like that, and they are properly placed, it means that they have been divided into the factors of 12. So when I'm saying this 3, 3, 3 now, the columns will be 4, 4, 4. 4 times 3, that is 12. I guess you understand that. If you don't understand, raise up your hand. Okay. Since nobody's raising hand, I assume that you guys understand that. So we have that as uh, as the grid. So we want to use this as our layout. So still the same thing. Click on this quadruple, click on the plus, and then I will say default layout. So we can have layout also, create layout. So it's already a style also. And then what else? What else? What else? What else? Shadow is the last one I'm gonna. Well, all these things you can get them from. You can actually get them from the this guy here. Sorry, get started, and then styles. Yes, there is shadow. Where did I used to get shadow? Let me just. Well, it's been long. I check all these things. I just used to get a. There is a search there. I don't know if they still have it. They've updated their site actually. Nevertheless, let me come down to. Uh, I don't think it should be in colors, components, shadow, SH. It's not there. Wow. Well, we can actually get them. Don't worry, we get them. So you can also create a component, a guide with a shadow. Let me just bring it here inside this place. Create a simple object and then come down to the effect, apply a shadow effect, just a simple shadow effect. I guess you can see it. All these components, I'm going to still delete them because I'm just teaching you how you can get your own yourself because we'll be using the material guide. So I will come down here and then click on the plus, still the same style. I will say shadow, shadow style, and click on create style. So when I click out and then not clicking on anything, I will see effect style. This is the shadow, grid style. This is the default layout, color style. This is the text style. So if I'm on any design, I can easily, if I'm on this design, I can use any of these preset designs. I mean, this style guide. As we go on, we'll be creating components. We'll be creating components. Yes, we'll be creating components. So I don't want us to be creating components now because what we have now, we don't want to waste time. Hmm? My timing, I timed myself for this class, so I won't exceed our times. I'm already back 5 minutes. So as we go on in the Hifi, we'll be creating the necessary components. And anytime we create a component, we'll be bringing it down to this design system. And then let me just explain this real quick. What are components? Components are designs that are meant for reusable purpose. Now, why do you need components? It's just almost the same thing. The reason we need the style guide so that we can easily reuse them. And when there is any object to tackle or adjust, we can go to the master component and then adjust it, and it affects all other components. And other components coming from the master component are called instances. For example, I have this box here. Let me just quickly create one so that I won't be talking about it by the time I'm creating it. So I have this, or I'll be using auto layout now. So let me just say BTN. So if this is a button, I press my Shift A to get my auto layout. Well, this is the new or latest feature on Figma is the wrap auto layout, but we won't be talking about it now. So I can just put this at the center, and then I can convert this to a component by just coming down to this top here, or right click here, and then you see create component. Where is it? Yeah, this is create component here. So it's already a component, but because it's the first one, it's called master component. So we can now create, if I should duplicate it now and then bring it down here. So this one is called instance. So this one is taking all its function, format, effects from this master component. I guess you guys are still with me. So if I should change something here, for example, if I should change VTNS, you can see it's affecting this one automatically. So let me just give this one some little bit formatting. So the fill should be this color, primary color, and then the text color should be the secondary color, and then it should have a rounded corner of 12. So Look at it now. This is the master here. This is the instance here. So this is a BTN. This is a BTN here. So if I should duplicate this multiple times, all the things that I'm adjusting here will be reflecting here as well. So that's a component. We are not dealing with that right now. So I will go ahead. This guy is still spinning. I don't know what has happened to my Figma. Thank God I have quickly opened it here. So I will be copying all these guys, not all. I don't need the layout. I need the element. All these guys. You can see we have, let me see what they use here. We have typography here. We have display large, medium, and small. We also have another one here, headline large, headline medium, headline small, and then till the body large, body medium, body small. Also, we can adjust it. We also have color guidance. So we have the primary, we have the secondary, we have the tertiary, we have the error, we have the neutral, and then we have the variant, neutral variant. So we have the light theme, dark theme, blah, 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 blah. We have the elevation. Yeah, we have the elements in case we need some little bit keyboard, and some other things. These are the things that we can quickly use. And then we have component that I've just explained now. So we have components that we can quickly use. Which here? Okay. We have component that we can quickly use. So table of content, we don't really need this. If we need a badge, you know what badge means? Like those things that give you prompts, like you have 3 new messages, you have 2 new messages, or thereabouts. We can quickly use them here. And then we have bottom apps. So we have bottom sheets, buttons as components. We have cards, we have carousel, we have checkboxes. Let me zoom this so that we have chips, not plantain chips. So we have date pickers, we have dialogue, and this is where we are going to use the first one we're going to be using is this. Let me quickly navigate. Yeah, navigation bar. Yeah, you can see it. This particular one is what we're going to be using first. So we have this navigation bar, we have progress indicator, radio, blah blah. We have a lot of things here that we can quickly use. Switch tabs. Okay, this is what we are going to use. I mean this, not that particular one. So date picker tool. So all these are what we can quickly and just check immediately, and then we start working. So instead of us creating from scratch. Yes. So now let's start. I need to copy some things in our style here. If you have any questions so far, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. So I'm getting rid of this and then pasting what I copied there. So in that sense, I will delete some of these guys. Yeah, delete 4 styles. Yeah, these guys also right click and then delete 2 styles. So I'm going to use what we have now to create a style guide. Any question? Now, before I create it, let me just quickly come down here. And then on our splash screen, I'll start from the splash screen. On our splash screen, we should have a logo. We don't really need that. We need this font size. Okay, somebody suggest the font that we are going to be using. Anybody?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Can we make use of poppins?
You said?
Can we make use of poppins?
Poppins.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I also like it. It's cool. But one of my boys said he doesn't like poppins. I don't know why.
Maybe they are Montserrat fans.
They are Montserrat fan. Yeah, they are Montserrat fan. Poppins. Somebody help me out. Is it my eyes? Okay, sorry, I'm not there yet. PO. So I can just come down here and then change all these guys to PO Poppins. And this guy to Poppins. Yeah. So I have Poppins here. There are still some other formats you can give to your text. Time doesn't permit. We'll be dealing with all these guys here. And there are a lot of updates on Figma that you can just sit yourself down, and then this will make you to ask questions based on what you did not understand. So let's create a style guide for this. And there are group style guides. So we can also create a group style guide. But for now, let me just create this. Let's assume that this will be our heading text, but I don't want it as regular. I want it as, let's say, semi-bold. It's okay. If it's too thick, I don't like it. It will be busy for the eyes. You can say it's too thick like this. So I can have semi-bold as the, let's change the name to heading text. So this one will be sub-heading text. And then this one will be, what do we call this? What should we call this?
Body text.
Or let's say somebody said, I love to get it from body text. So let me stick to my convention of, yeah. So remember the way I explained there, this 57 is damn too much for a mobile application. 57 is, look at on our lo-fi. Look at this now. This is 24. So 57, let's assume that this is 57. Let's just say 48. Look at 48. We are not dead. We are not at 57 yet. So I just want to show you guys so that you won't just be assuming that what you get from the design system on Material UI, you have to implement it exactly. No, you need to check all these things. So assuming this, our Material UI is up now, we can just quickly use that. But let's just use 32 as our heading text. 32, or let's say 30. You can give your own 35 as our heading text. So subheading, when heading is 35, this one should be around 28. Yeah, and then the body text should be around 16. Yeah, let's see what we have here. Let me see what we have here. This is 12. This is 14. This is 16. Yeah, this is body large. And then there are some effects on it. Look at this body large. It has a line spacing, a letter spacing of 0.5. That is why you see it has some spacing in between, letter spacing. So you need to consider all those things if you are, but we won't be dealing with all those things. They are long things. So let's just deal with these three. I will just remove these guys quickly. I will remove these guys quickly, and then I will need to just duplicate this, because we have three things here. So the heading text, light, and then this one should be heading text, okay, let me see, regular, yeah, regular. So I can just change all these guys to 35. So they are all 35. Yeah, they are all 35. And then this one is medium, while this one is regular. Cool. So how I wish I can just duplicate it. I love to do, this guy is 28. So I can just change this guy to 28. Don't mind me. Yeah. Sub-heading text. So this one will just be sub, and then sub. Then duplicate it. I've done this. It remains body text. So body text is 16. So 16. And then I can just copy it, body text, bold, body text, medium, and then body text, oops, body text, regular. Yeah. So in a simple way, I have done this, which is not bold. Semi-bold is what I'm using all through. So medium and then regular. This one also is medium, regular. So heading text, bold. So when I want to create some of the medium, this one will be. So to create our style now, come down here, click on this plus, and then HB, heading text, HTB. Don't mind me. Let me just stick to that. So this one will be plus heading text medium, HTML. What did I click on? Okay. Plus heading text HTML regular. So this one will be subtext text B, STB, subtext bold. Okay. Well, I'm just creating this. This is not the standard rule. It depends on how you understand it. Subtext medium, and then plus subtext regular. Then we have bold here. Body text bold. Body text medium. Then we have plus body text regular. Then after that, let me just come down here and then add new folder. I can add them to folder. I can say heading. Oh, sorry, no caps lock. Heading. So these are my heading. So this is the body. Add new folder of body, and then this is the sub add new folder. I say so heading. So these are the three texts that I've done here, right here, for typography. Then we will do the same for column. You can see why I'm rushing the other time. And we have a lot of things to do. But let me just do the colors. Now we have these colors here. And then Sorry. Okay. Let me just see let me see what we have here. So I can just bring this color here. The colors are here. There is a way I used to export all this color. Export what? No, this is not what I want to export. There's a way I export this guy. I've forgotten it though. Okay, then let me do Shomoli work. Don't let me do Shomoli work. Just blah, blah, blah. Wow. I need to speed up this process. I guess you guys understand how you can create this style, guys. But with that, I will just create I'll create like 2 or 3 of it, and then I'll leave it. Maybe behind the scene, I'll go and create the rest. But we are not using everything now, like now. So on our hi-fi, before we proceed, let me just come down to our lo-fi and then grab this our walkthrough, everything on the walkthrough, and then start designing it. Grab everything here and bringing it down here. So in that sense, I can just say splash screen, since it's still gonna be our walkthrough. So group is, and then since it's going to be our walkthrough, this is how we want it to look like. So I can just let me come down to Unsplash plugin. Unsplash. Let me run Splash. Patch styler. Okay. Yeah. Waiting for Splash. All right. Let me just say house. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me just use this. Okay, so zoom out, bring it down here, and then bring it inside the frame. You can see it's inside the frame, but everything is not displayed. So I can just adjust this guy. And I don't want it to be as bright as this, because I just want it to display on the background. So the logo can still be at the top. Where can I get logo? Let me just quickly go down to Google and find logo that we can use. Real estate logo. Jesus wept. Let me add PNG create. Let me just pick this. This one has no name. So copy image, come down to my Figma and paste. Remove.bg. Where are you now? Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Remove BG. I will need to sign in again. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. Let me just bring it in like this. And then reduce, somebody's raising hand.
Sir, usually I used to use photo room. There's a still like a plugin that once you run it, it would.
On
But I think
Figma,
you also have to log in. Yes, sir.
photo room.
Yes, please. There's no space. That's it.
I don't need to sign in.
That's what I'm now trying to recollect if you're signing or you're not signing now.
Okay, let me just see if I can remove that.
All right.
I don't want to sign in anything. I don't have the time. You see,
Okay, sir.
I will need to sign in. There is no how
Yeah, no problem.
because it requires to download, upload. So, in that case, this my image here, this unsplash image, I can reduce the opacity to like, let me say 35%. Yeah, let me just reduce the opacity. So it's, or we should use dark mode. No, let's use light mode. So we will call it Hackcity Homes. Hackcity Homes. Okay? Homes. Yeah. So I can just bring this in. It should be, yeah, these guys. Sorry, this image is not inside the frame. So I need to bring it inside the frame. And then I bring it below. I remove this text logo. And then, sorry, there is something I just need to quickly to create solid. No, Figma did not have that inbuilt. So Hackcity Homes. Let me just crop out all these guys. Yep. So okay. Hackcity. Remember, we are using Poppins. And then Poppins. So Hackcity Homes. Do we have any color of our own? Which color should we use? Hackcity probably use blue color for their designs. Maybe black and blue. But let's just black and somehow orange. Yeah. Let's just use this. And then let's call this one our primary color. And then we just need a orange light color. And then use this. And then I don't need this to be bold. I need it to be medium. And then I can give it spacing of 2. And then reduce from 34 to like 40. So 24 from this angle also is big. And then this guy also do 2. So Hackcity Homes. Yes. So we have this as our splash screen. You don't need to really group them together and make sure they are at the center of your screen. Then we need to do the first walkthrough. The first one, walkthrough 1, go to your Unsplash. Who else has where we can get connect with a community of like-minded individuals? So family, let's look at family. Or let's use I don't want to use real image. Story set by free peers. I want us to use illustrations. So I can say people. All these ones are not fine. This message. Sorry, hold on. Okay. This is free pick. This is free pick. Yeah, this is free pick. This is their plugin on Figma. Okay, I will just need to pick some that says connect with community of like-minded people. See, you see these guys here, they are like-minded. These guys that are jumping up and down, they are like-minded. So I'll bring this here. It might be I can be somehow funny at times, and then I get rid of all these guys here, and then bring this, and then use this text here. Use our preset text, subheading the big one, bold. Oh, we just need to adjust some things in that design system. That our text there. There is one error there. Sorry, here. So here we need to let me do the settings. Okay, I'm not doing this. Align, resizing, truncate. Yeah, and then align left. Yes, it's awesome now. Okay, let me go back to our Wi-Fi because I'm seeing it like this. Let me disconnect it first and then see. Oh, it's supposed to be on auto. That's a big mistake from our end. We need to change. Let me just break this, and then this one is on 52 instead of auto. Instead of auto, everything also needs that. Everything needs that auto. I know it's gonna be a mistake from our end there. So we just need to auto. That is going to make sense. Just like what we have here. This one's supposed to be auto here. When we have it as auto, it's going to make much more sense. You can see it's going to make much more sense. So, oops. That's a long thing. That's a long thing. I just need to be very fast now. I will get that very fast. Eniela, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Are you on your system now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can just help me adjust this while I continue my Wi-Fi.
Adjust.
Yeah. So just help me change all these guys from their current line spacing to, and you take it back to, unlike this, we have it on 44. We have this line height on 44. Change it back to auto. So it should be on auto. Apply that to all this. And then after that, we will need to bring them back to this our style, text style, so that I can be very fast with what I'm doing. So I have this. More so, remember our color is this blue, this dark blue, and then this orange. So let me quickly come down to, let me just copy it and then come down to our design system. On that note, I can just create a simple frame and then call it color, and then and paste it inside. So I'm going to use that to navigate the color that we're going to be using. So we have two colors as default colors. So this guy will come down here, pick the shoe here, and boom. So this guy here, pick the two here, pick the eyedropper. Sorry, I missed it. Let me turn this down. Yeah. Oh, I picked something else even. Yeah. So here now, I can come down here, click on the plus, click on primary color, and then click this guy, click on this, click on the plus, secondary color. So close it up, come back to our Hifi, then change these guys to the color that we just selected. Instead of using it regularly like this, click on the primary color, and then this guy also, instead of using it like this, click on the secondary color, so that by the time we are using it, we'll be able to use better colors. This one here, we can then use maybe our primary color, and then here you make sure it's at the center to give our designers a free and there. Okay, so okay, so what else? What else? What else? We've used, we have it now. So Edinburgh, oh, it's not there yet. So then we need to quickly create a button as a component so that we are going to be using it. You see, we have next button, next button. So let's go to our design system and then quickly create a button called next. So how to do that? Click on this. I can say, or let me just use what we have in this design. This design here. We have button here. Components. Where do we have button? Buttons. Yeah, we have buttons here. So I can just grab this button, copy it, and then come down here and paste it. So here now I have my button, but it's standing as a master component here, as you can see. So here now I have all these buttons here. So there are variations. So I can just pick anyone that I like. I guess you understand what I'm saying now. I can pick anyone that I like and then adjust it or tune it in to whatever I want. So here now, when I duplicate this, okay, sorry, let me just quickly do something here. Oh, where am I? 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 Yeah. Okay, let's just do whatever we want to do very fast. Coming down here, click on the text, and then I can say label or bring this in here. And then look at this now. I can either switch on show icon. When I click on show icon, it's going to show me that there is an icon here. I guess you understand what I'm saying. So I can change the text inside it. To change text, you can just scroll, and then on the design panel, you will see label text, and then you can say next. Press enter. I guess you understand what I'm talking about now. So let me undo it, and then I have this here. We will need this lighter part also. We will need this which one again, which one again, which one again, which one again? Disabled. We need this. So these are the ones we are going to be needing very quick. Need them very quick. So I can just grab this. Instead of me trying to do my own, I will bring this in, and then I can have everything I want here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So copy this guy, take it down to your Hifi, remove this next, and paste it here inside your first walkthrough. And then we don't want the icon, remove it, then change it to next. Next. Remember, this is not our color, or maybe we need icon there, but the icon that we need is not the plus icon. We can change the icon to something we want. We don't have any instance of that icon, that chevron icon that used to arrow. Let's say, let's create another one. That's a big work from my angle because I'm feeling somehow. But it's awesome to have all those things in place so that it's going to help our design as we proceed. But let me just quickly do a rough sketch design here so that we can have a glimpse of how we can quickly work on our design. So here, let me just create text here. And then next, auto layout, and make it bigger, centralize everything, come down here, give it 20, change the fill to our primary, change the text color to, sorry, we don't have white color. I can just say FFF. So then we have this next. Yeah, we have this next. Change the text to what we have initially. Let's see our body text bold. Yeah, our body text bold. So this is next, and then skip. We don't want users to skip, so I can just remove auto layout on here. Yeah. So I can use our secondary color here, and then call this one skip. So it's as simple as this. So the first one here is done. The first guy is done. I can duplicate it and then walk through 4. No, this should walk through 2. And then the text in it should be cut down, blah, blah. This is subheading medium. Until you did not remove auto spacing, or did you put it in the style guide, Daniela?
So is it for all? I thought it's for the body.
No. For all.
Okay, sir.
Or let me just remove. Have you done for the body?
Yes, sir. I've done for the body.
Let me remove this too, so that you do it and then you let us know when you are done. So that
Okay,
we
sir.
can easily change it. So okay. So we have 28 poppings. What did I press? Poppings. Semi-gold. 28. It's what we used here. 0.25 minus 0.25. Yeah. And then we used auto. Yeah. Instead of me to be using wrapped up and down. But this text is too much. Cut down on the cost of renting an apartment, as cut. I've cut up before, we've always cut down. So let's find free pigs. Let's find free pigs and then money. Okay, let me just use this real quick. And then I'm supposed to make that one a variable or an instance. So I'll just be replacing them. It will just be so easy for me. Very, very easy. So in that sense, I can just quickly use auto layout for these guys. And then this guy too. So they will all be at the center. And then this guy too. So everybody will be at the center. So here also, I can just look at the size, 238 by height. And also you can change the color of all these things, all these illustrations. You can change its color if you don't really like them. Yeah. So here now, we can just use black color here. Let's change some things here. So instead of using total black, I can just call this my yeah. So this one should be dark. Yeah. And this one should be broken apart. And then this should be our light color. Yeah. Light color. Yeah. So in our Hifi, I can quickly come down here and change this guy to light color. And then this one also to light color. Yes, this guy is picking. Yeah. So in this guy, we have preview and previous, a previous something here. So where should we have it at the left hand side. So this guy is moved to the right hand side, and then it is smaller. And then this one here to the left hand side It's a lighter shade of our primary color. The lighter shade. Let me use that instance to create a lighter shade of this as well. So somebody's raising hand.
That's me, sir. I'm done.
Okay, thank you. So primary light. And this one should be secondary light. Okay, so Hifi coming down here, you just need to change from primary color to primary color light. And then this text color should be dark color. Yeah. Yes, auto layout for them, so they will not be able to move anywhere from this design. So that's for that. Then walkthrough number 3, which will seems to be the last one. Still necessary information. Sorry, copy them, paste it. So here we can just have subheading bold, awesome. Subheading bold. So yeah, and then this one also, let's just create it there. So the big bold. Yeah. See the necessary information and then necessary document. So 3 pages. So here I can now, let me just put this. This one looks digital. So and just put them actually inside this place. But this purple is what I am not comfortable with. So I can just come down here and change it to our primary color. It's not really good. It's too bright. Let me leave it this way. So here I can have this. Okay, any questions so far? So this button has only get started. So I can have get started. So I need to ungroup this one here so that I'm going to be having full access to this. Get started. Yeah, I'm done with this. Any questions so far? If you don't understand anything that we've done, the magic that we've passed here, please just raise your hand. Let me quickly attend to it. So we have this, and then we have all our walkthrough done. So far, so good. Thank you. So the next phase of our design is the search criteria. So let me just grab this. Actually, this can also come inside the walkthrough. So let's grab this and then let me just paste it at the bottom here. Wow, dev mode. It's like as you just switch to dev mode and then tell the developer, come and design what we have done so far. So we have this, and then, we should take it down. So we know we are going vertically now. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So the first thing we need to just check off is what type of property did you need? And then we just need users to pick any of these. Quick question. I want us to answer this question real fast. Is it going to be a checkbox or a radio button? Checkbox means that users can pick more than one, can select more than one option, while radio button means that they will only be allowed to select only one option. Anybody that has idea of what we want should quickly answer that as I move on.
Good morning.
Yeah.
You can go with the checkbox, so it gives the user more choices. Like he has a lot of choices to make. Like it
So
gives
you
him
said we should go with check boxes, right?
yes.
Okay. So with that being said, is this a component already? No, 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 no. Design system. Do we have a button? Not yet. So I will just copy this guy, copy it, and then go to our design system, and then paste it somewhere here. Actually, I don't need this logo here. Paste it here. Yeah, or maybe I should just copy 2 or 3 of them, make it a component, and then add variants. So this one will be small BTN. So unlike the one I used the other time, that it's smaller, small BTN. Then here I duplicate this, and then I can call this, use this as the light one, then use the color here, dark color. Then this one also has the light pattern too, the primary light, and then also has dark color. So here also I can have this as this in case if I need a secondary color, then it should have the light color in it, secondary light. This one also, the smaller one, secondary light color, and then the text should be primary color here. Yeah. So this will really help us to design some real cool stuff real quick. So I can just come down to my design system back and then copy this guy. Now, this is the thing I want to do. It's very easy, a trick. Just right click on this and then paste to replace. When you click on paste to replace, it's going to paste it and then it's going to turn it to the instance of the master that we've created. And then for these 2 guys also, we want to real quick do that. So the small one, let me just increase this a bit. Or let me get the actual size of what I use here. This is 147. Yeah. 147. I will just need to say 147. So Here as well, 147, and then here as well, 147, 147. Yeah. So that's for that. And then this is the next one. I will just copy this and then go to my Hifi, then paste to replace. Paste to replace. Speaking the instance of that thing that we've copied so far, and then this small one also, small, copy, and then go to the Hifi, then click here, paste to replace. Paste to replace. Okay, cool. Then this gets started also. It's, you can see this guy and this guy are not the same, which is somehow wrong. So we just need to come down here and then pick this guy, copy it again, and then go to your get started, paste to replace, and at the same time it's going to paste and then show us next. We don't want next inside it. You can say get started. And then STAR. Sorry, let me just start all over again. I'll go and collect my money for school again. My primary school money. It's like they did not teach me how to spell started. Okay, so you can see it's not properly at the center. I can just use my auto layout so that I'm going to be getting the centralized object, and then auto layout this guy also. Make sure they are all at the center with these guys. Yeah, everything's set. Set these two first. Auto layout, then bring it down here, auto layout, align length, then bring everything to the center. Yeah, I've applied it there already. So with that, I can just come down here. What type of property are you looking for? So what's that? And then 45. For sub-heading, heading bold, let's see, this to be, this to be, let's select sub-heading bold. Yeah, I guess sub-heading bold is what we're going to be using more. So in that sense, we need a text, and then we need a dark color of the text. I guess this thing is auto. The spacing in it is too much, but let's just continue. We don't have time. We don't have time. We have 15 minutes more, and we must finish authentication at least today. So since we said somebody suggests, I've forgotten the person said we should have a checkbox. So in that sense, we can just allow users to check the whatever they want, the selections we have for them. So we can just have the text here, a simple text here that says select all lines, and then the text should be that also, and then medium, body medium, yeah. Oh, sorry, is this our body? In fact, it's too big. Let's find regular. Yeah, let's leave it as regular. So what's this? On group. So with that, we can quickly have selections here. Since we are going to be having more, I can just have this one here, copy, go to our design system, and then here I can paste it here. So far, change the text color to dark, then this guy should be fill of primary color, that's rubbish. Then this guy shouldn't be that. In fact, this guy should be light. Light. Why this guy should be dark? Dark. Yeah. And then the text should be body big. Let me ungroup everything and then use auto layout for it. Then fill it with this color. And then we are using a rounded corner of how many? 20. So 20 here. And then at center, the spacing should be auto. Yeah. And then the padding should be 15. Left and right should be 15 or 25. Yeah. Turn off like this. Yeah. Okay, so make it a component, 3D component, and then let me call it selection comps. So copy it now. And then go to your Hifi, paste it. It's not inside it. Yeah, it's now inside, so I can have access to all these bridge for alarms. So 2-bedroom flat, and then duplicate this, then duplex, so duplex, bungalow, three building, STORAY. I think I get it. Well, and then how many bungalow do we have? Yeah. So we have this now. Then let me just have one more here. And this one of the layout, so that I won't be able to pick anything anyhow. So this guy is also of the layout. So my alignments should be uncompleted. However, so you can either select any of these and then let's have, if they select anyone, how it's going to look like. Yeah, how it's going to look. I will just do one. By the time we start prototyping, we will show you how it's going to look like. This one should be primary light, and then this one should be yeah. So if they select anyone, this is how it's going to look like. I'll just leave it there and then we continue. So let me copy this instance. I don't need to go there again, and then come down here and then paste to replace. So here now, I can just have yeah. So we are done with that. First search criteria, then duplicate. Where do you want your property? Where do you want your product? So select all that applies. This one is plenty. Am I the only one that will type all these things? So it's also continued. That'll be there. The three ones are just like that and like that and like that. Let me be leaving space so that you'll be seeing the prototype by the time we start doing the prototyping. So then what is your estimated budget? What is your estimated So this estimated budget should be 1. So we can also apply that when we get there. God. I'm scared of these plenty things here. Okay. Okay. Let me just bring all these things. They are too much. I hate typing. Okay. Let me be copying and pasting. I think that will make more sense. Copy it. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Mistake. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. So in that sense, I can duplicate this. Oops. You can see one of the things I love this for is now that here and here, I can change, I can convert them to auto layout, and then it's pointing down like this vertically, so I can change it to horizontal, so it's pick up to whatever I want. So here, what did I have here? Yeah, here, VI Lagos. Control C, Control V. So another thing is, I'm done with all these guys here. So I can get rid of them. Then here, I'll duplicate this auto layout, this frame, and then Control D, it automatically generates this for me. So I can still Control A, Control C, and then Control V. So AC, AV. So I'm done with this guy. Idoma, Benue, that they are fighting. Why did I go there? AC, AV, AC, AV. So I remove all this shit and then AC, AV, AC, AV. This one. So I can duplicate this and then AC, AV. Now I remove this and then I check on this. Okay. Yeah. Now look at this. Remember that this is an auto layout. So I can just reduce it to like the spacing. Again, I can do something, reduce this frame. So I've reduced this frame and then I'll click content. So it shows that there are more content inside these things that I can scroll. So by the time we we are prototyping, it will allow us to scroll under this if there are more things. So it tells the developer that, hey, developer, there is more things here that we can. Which one is Transamadi now? So you eat it like that for now. I don't have the strength. So the next one is the is a price. Wow, it's already 12, man. So I can get rid of this, and then what is your estimated budget? So the budget also can go with the same format we used there. Okay, so Control D this, bring these two together, then auto layout them, then cache this here. So Control C, Control V, then Control D, and then why are we always having extra one? So tomorrow we continue with our design. And then we move down to um, the home page, I guess. So home page will be the next thing we are going to be working on tomorrow. So do we have anybody with any questions so far? We've been able to do much more things, but you might come down tomorrow and see that I've added more things to our design systems. And then you might come tomorrow and see that I did not even add anything. So it's left to me. If me too, I'm going to be doing some other projects. Any question?
What else, sir?
Thank you.
What else? Yes, sir. I have a question. Like I would like to know the styles, the topography styles and the color guidance that you created. Are they for the purpose of consistency? I just want to know.
Yes.
Yes, the topography styles and the color guidance that you created. I'm asking, is it for the purpose of consistency in our design?
Yes,
That's what
I
I'm
said it.
asking. Thank you very
I
much.
said,
I just want to confirm.
okay, yeah. Unlike, remember when we started then, I was using one style, one particular component here, and then I have to change it because I'm seeing some errors. Because the error is that what I used here is different from what I used here. And then for the sake of consistency in our design, I will need us to have a particular style guide. So in that case, I have to change this button here, bring it down to our design system, and then we have it here. So this is the long one, and then this is the short one. On the short one, we used some short ones here. We use the short ones here. We might still necessarily need the short one. Maybe when we come down to our loop file, and then we are seeing where we need a button, like this subscribe button there. Look at this subscribe here. So we can still need it. Yeah, we can still need some button like the show result is a button. We might need a small one or big one, anyone. So tomorrow, If you are chanced, you do your project. Make sure you do your project. And then if you are not chanced, well, make sure you are chanced. One thing is you must be chanced. That's it. And then let me give you this real quick. Let me just quickly give you this. Before tomorrow's class, everybody listen. Before tomorrow's class, apart from your project, make sure that I'm not giving you very hard something so that you will say the project that the daily task is what is keeping you from doing your own project. Now, what you need to do for me is that, do you see this header part, the logo, the search, and then this user icon with this bottom navigation? I want you to do it on your Hifi. You know you've done it on your lo-fi before. I want you to do it on your Hifi. Yeah, I want to see how you're going to construct it. And then remember, it should be submitted before the end of today. You put it either with this link, just comment it. Just put a comment. Yes, that's how I want. I don't want it on Figma again, on WhatsApp. Put it on this Figma, this particular file. In case if you don't have the file again, let me just copy the link and then send it to you if you don't have it. So you can comment. Come down here, then click anywhere, then paste your link. The link I just copied now. This is it. Paste your link, put your name, Adewale David. Yeah. Put your name, and then what else? You press enter. So when you do that, I'll be able to see it on the comment section. Anywhere you like, just put. Anywhere you like, put it. You can put it anywhere you like. I'll be able to see it on the comment section. When I come down to the comment section, I'll be look at this Catherine now 6 days ago. I can still click on it. So if I've checked it and I've seen it, I can mark it as seen. Yeah, I can just click on the comment and then check this and then resolve. So it's gone. That's all. So if I should check any of your comments as resolved, that means I've checked it. Yeah. So you guys can have a lovely day, and then make sure you continue your project. If you have any question, the WhatsApp also is still open for your questions. You can still drop in questions there. We will surely answer. Thank you.